So we have the pleasure of seeing Eva Kroon, a very pleasant patient of us who came here with diagnosis of very aggressive ductal carcinoma in the breast that was initially treated with chemotherapy. Unfortunately, the cancer came back more aggressive this time. She had refused repeating the course of chemotherapy. She had also refused the surgery and radiation. She came here when the cancer had already spread to multiple organs, including liver, bones, and lymph nodes, regional as well as distant. She had significant metastatic lesions found in the PET scan that we did just recently, and she chose to start the treatments here, and we started her after seeing her on the first day on the IV epigenetic therapies as well as oxygen in hyperbaric. She in less than 10 days had started to feel better, and the symptoms including the lymphedema and the swelling that she had in the left arm had decreased. She experienced no side effects of these treatments, and besides getting more energetic and feeling better, as a note, she also had hypertension, and her blood pressure also dropped after doing several treatments. She's now feeling better, her blood pressure is better, and just today we received the results from her tumor markers, and all her tumor markers, including CEA, CA125, CA15-3, all have dropped significantly in less than 2 weeks. Her liver enzymes, they all have decreased, showing a response in the liver mets. And so she would like to share some of her experience here and tell us how she found us, and if she has messages for people who are just like her and they want to take advantage of non-conventional, or I should say genetic treatments. Please.
Yes, unfortunately I had the radio on and heard a commercial, and I thought, oh, that's just what I've been hearing about, such great successes with oxygen and alternative medicines, and I had read about it for several years and wished that I could be able to have something like that, but I didn't think it was ever possible. But I heard this, that it's offered here in Fresno, just an hour away from where I live. And so I called, and I was really impressed with the girl that answered the phone. She sounded so pleasant and seemed like so helpful, so I just felt good about it, and I made an appointment, came in, and I'm just delighted with everyone here. It's just such a wonderful atmosphere, and so uplifting, and the smiles, the encouragement, it just has been unbelievable. I've never been to any kind of a medical facility like this one before. It's a treat to come here. I look forward to it. And before, when I'd go to the doctor, my blood pressure would be way up there. Every time I would go repeatedly, it would be higher and higher. At home, it would be low, and the doctors would look at me and say, it can't be that way. So they even tested my blood pressure apparatus to see if I was doing it right and if it was accurate, and it was. And it was getting up there to where I just, every time I go, it would be higher. This was back a ways, you know, back in 2004 to 2005, 6. And it got up to about 175 over 110 and all, and it was just, and so anyway, it turned out that when I quit going to the doctor so much and having that break, I was watching my blood pressure and diet and everything, doing everything I possibly could, getting exercise. Anyway, I came here the first time, I think, who's around at 165 or something, over 105, something like that. Well, it's only been a short time. And to show how wonderful it is to come here, today it's 120 over 74.
That's great. That's great. I mean, and the fact that you responded so quickly without experiencing any side effects from these treatments is very impressive. Do you have any messages for other patients who are listening to you and they are looking for some complementary medicine?
Well, I don't know of any place they could go to get more help, to have results. I have had a lot of experiences with this. It's been a journey, and I have had different doctors, and then recently I had gone to some other doctors when I found that things were not going as well as I expected them to, and I knew I needed some help. And as a series of events, I ended up here at the City of
that's a
Hope.
pleasure. That's a pleasure that we have you, and as we always encourage patients to receive both conventional and non-conventional complementary treatments at the same time. And we understand that you hesitate to see doctors in conventional world, and you hesitate to do surgery or radiation. But this is impressive to me, as well as seeing your significant improvement as far as your tumor markers and liver enzymes in such a short period of time, just using epigenetic therapies. But we still encourage both conventional and unconventional treatments.
Yes, it's very important. The medical profession is extremely valuable. They have great knowledge and skills and abilities and all. And this is just another facet.
Right.
And it is a tool. And for those that don't respond to the other, this is what I personally am just so thankful for, because this works for me, and it would work for others that have had trouble struggling to overcome these things that we have to deal with.
Right, right. And thank you for sharing the information. And just like I said, respond in such a short period of time in somebody with stage 4 cancer like you is always encouraging for me as a physician. Even as much as I know the science, I still get surprised with the good results. Thank you for sharing the information.
Yes, and I know you're a full-fledged medical doctor too, and it is true. You know, I don't want to minimize the medical profession, but I'm just so thankful that this is the future.
Thank you.